Alright guys, welcome back to the Hearts Football Manager 2022 Career Mode. We're into Season 3. Domestically, it's going a lot better than Season 2 did, but the last two results, they haven't been disappointing, but I feel like we could have got more out of both games. It was 2 0-0 draws away from home against Ross County and Partick Thistle in the league. We're still unbeaten, but the fact is, had we have won just even one of those games, we would be sitting top of the Cinch Premiership. I know it's early, I know it's only 4 games in, but those are results that we might look back at the end of the season, and that could be the difference between us maybe losing it on 3rd place or maybe even a position higher, because like I said, we've started the season well, we've recruited well, and I'm really excited to see where things go, but things could go down south. Things could go to shit, because this is going to be a massive doubleheader here. First, we're taking on the league leaders Aberdeen, and then we have to face the reigning current champion Celtic. Good news for us is both of those games are at home. Both of those games are at Tynecastle. We haven't conceded a goal in the league. We haven't conceded a goal since competitive football started, since we got past the Premier Sports group stage. So since the league started, we haven't conceded a goal, and that's 5 games. 5 games with a clean sheet. Hopefully we keep it going against Aberdeen and Celtic. But obviously we know we're up against 2 quality oppositions, so it is going to be a lot harder now. I do need to make some changes to the team. Halkett has got a little bit of a knock, so I think he's going to come out. We're going to put Jan-Paul van Heck at the centre back, and that will give a chance for Michael Smith to come back in. So it's unfortunate not to have the captain available here. That does kind of suck, I'm not going to deny it, but it is what it is. Stephen Kingsley, who's also out injured, he picked up an injury in training. He's going to be out for approximately 2 to 3 weeks. He's going to be a massive miss here for both of these games as well. So, yeah, just not ideal, but we're just going to have to make the most of it. You know, we can't really decide this stuff. It just had to happen, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll just make the best of the situation. Now, Aaron Presley started the season banging in goals for fun. The goals have dried up a bit as of late. I'm not going to lie. I am tempted to start Tyrese John Jules. He's not had a full 90 minutes up front yet, and I actually think that's what we're going to do. Aaron Presley started the last 2 games up front, and he has not got on the score sheet, so we are going to go with Tyrese John Jules. Up front, on the left, we're going to go with Nalundu. On the right, we're going to go with Ginelli. Actually, Ginelli's been pretty poor. I'm kind of tempted not to go with Ginelli. Maybe we could go with another option. What if we put Nalundu on the right and then switch Ginelli with Nathan Holland, who's been playing pretty well. Or we could go with Chapman. I mean, Chapman's sharpness is a bit poor, so I think we're going to start Nathan Holland just to try something a bit different. And in the middle of the field, Cammy Devlin again is another player that I think Cammy Devlin, Benjamin and Perez have all been slightly underperforming a bit, if I'm being completely honest, but I think we will stick with the pair of Benjamin and Cammy D, and that is it. In terms of mentality, we will go positive. I think we should be trying to beat Aberdeen. We are at home. Unfortunately, Michael Smith and Nathan Holland are lacking fitness problems, but there's not a lot we can do about it. We have to go with. We could go with Jamie Brandon. I mean, we could go with, if we wanted to go Jamie Brandon, we could. But I would rather go with Michael Smith. So here is the Aberdeen team. They're lining up with Joe Lewis, Calvin Ramsey, David Bates, Dan Byrne, Morgan Fox, Fulton, McCrory, Ferguson, Clark, Saramentio and Fernandez up front. It's a strong team. They've still managed to hold on to Calvin Ramsey, and I would assume that he must be worth quite a lot of money now in this series. And the fact Aberdeen have held on to him tells me that they might get a lot of money when the time comes to eventually sell. But they'll need to make sure that he doesn't leave on a free. I mean, that happens far too often with the Scottish teams. And players that they could be getting millions for, they end up getting nothing for. And, I mean, I wouldn't allow that to happen. I mean, like, I made sure that I got money for Sutter. You know, I signed Woodburn so we could get money for him. If you're going to lose a key player, then you've got to make sure that you get compensated. You've got to make sure that you get exactly what they're worth. And so far, we've done a good job of that. And I feel like when it comes time, you know, maybe the end of this season, there could be some, you know, key players wanting to leave, like Benjamin. I think he's valued at around 10 million at the moment. He might want to go and try, play football at a higher level, however, and we can't really stop them. We can't keep them at the club forever, but what we can do is we can get what we deserve, and we can get big, large chunks of cash. But here we go. We'll start at this game pretty well. Smith and Benenjami. Speaking of Benenjami, and he loses the ball, but it is going to fall for Ostergaard. Back to Benenjami. It's Michael Smith, the Rolls Royce. What can Michael Smith do on this right-hand side? He plays it to Benenjami, whips it in. It's headed away. It's going to fall for Fagby. Fagby down the left-hand side, whips one in. It's John Jules, cross back into Fagby. Nolundaloo was there, and he heads it over the bar. It was a good chance for us opening 5 minutes. Creighton putting a lot of pressure on Aberdeen. Maybe we should have done better. Nolundaloo with that header. He would love to have that one back, no doubt about it. But, it's early days. But it could be a chance it comes back to haunt us. And then this could haunt us right here. It's Ross McCrory. Good save for Stone. That's a great save for Stone. And Stone, he must feel under pressure. Even though Harry Stone hasn't conceded any goals since the league started, so he's not feeling that much pressure. But the fact that we did bring in, Gavin Basunu, who is Ireland international and is deemed to be, a top prospect. I think already he's valued at approximately 6 million, but it's Tyrese John Jules, and he chips over the goalkeeper. But he cannot get the ball down in time. It will go over the bar for an Aberdeen goal kick. And it's still 0-0. But before I was rudely interrupted, I was saying I think Gavin Basunu is already valued at approximately 3.5 million to 6 million. So that just goes to show you that Harry Stone here he's definitely got a good keeper on the bench, keeping him on his toes. And if Harry Stone starts making mistakes, if he starts having bad games, then he might get found out. But so far, we've given him the opportunity. And he's grabbed it with both hands, literally. I know he's a goalkeeper, that's what he's supposed to do, but he's grabbed that opportunity and he's fucking made sure it's going nowhere, so we'll see. 28 minutes in, Calvin Ramsey has been into the referee's notepad. He picks up a yellow. It looks like we would enjoy a shorter passing style. I'm happy with how things are going. We've had 8 shots to Aberdeen's 3. I think, as things stand, we are currently being the better team. We'll encourage them, though. We'll give them encouragement because we are playing pretty well here. We have started no bad. Stone, Fagby and Barry Mackay are among our best players. Honestly, I kind of expected more from Nolundaloo and Tyrese John Jules. I know they're still settling in. I don't mean in this game, I mean in general since they signed. This could be Tyrese John Jules. He finds Barry Mackay. It's Michael Smith to Cammy D. Back to Benenjami. Oh man, and it looks like we had a chance there, but now we're all the way back at the halfway line. What's that all about? Benenjami, what a wee turn there for Benenjami. Finds Michael Smith. Smith back in to Mackay. It's back to Smith. Benenjami to Cammy D. I mean, we just cannot seem to get the final ball. When we get to the last third here, we don't know what to do with it. Fagby whips one in. It's Nolundaloo. Dan Nolundaloo gets the header. And I was just speaking about how him and Tyrese John Jules, haven't really delivered yet. They haven't shown me enough. Well, Dan Nolundaloo must have been listening because he's just ran into the box there with a power header. He puts it past the goalkeeper, and it is now Hearts 1, Aberdeen 0. That's exactly what we needed just before half-time. And Aberdeen respond by getting both Ross McCrory and Lewis Ferguson booked. So tensions running high here in this game. I would not be surprised if Aberdeen see red in the second half, but we're playing pretty well here, guys. Let's keep this going. We're doing well, but I know we're capable of even better. And I think we are capable of even better. We've had a great first half, but I think we can go on and win this comfortably. I think we can go and put a few more past Aberdeen. It's Nolundaloo down the right-hand side, tries to find John Jules, but Joe Lewis collects it. Aberdeen then decide to clear it, but it's only as far as Ostergaard, who now charges into the Aberdeen box. Aberdeen half, Mackay, Michael Smith, whipped in. It's fallen all the way to Nathan Holland, and it's a goal, but it will not count. John Jules has been judged to have pushed Joe Lewis there. I didn't see much in it, but referee has awarded Aberdeen the foul. He's awarded them the free kick. Referee Stephen McLean. I mean, fair enough. I'm not going to complain too much. Maybe there was contact in it, but in my opinion, the keepers just, they go down very easily these days. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not accusing Joe Lewis of cheating, but he's a stinking, dirty, cheating bastard. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it was a foul, whatever. We'll live on. We'll live on. We're doing okay here at the moment. We just need to make sure we see this game out. But we haven't conceded, like I said, in 5 games. So at the same time, I am kind of quietly confident here that we're going to hold it for a win. It's a fag bait in towards Nathan Holland. What a ball over the top to John Jules. John Jules tries to chip Lewis for there. That's the wrong decision. It's a goal kick. I mean, he should be trying to place it or just smash it. You can't chip the goalkeeper for there. The goalkeeper wasn't really off his line. It just made, and John Jules was far too close to the goal. Anyway, that made absolutely zero sense to me. But, I mean, John Jules could have put the game to bed there, and he decided to mess it up. So, hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt us. We're going to take off Nathan Holland, I think, and we will look to bring on Harry Chapman. Harry Chapman's sharpness is a bit low, so I'm going to try and get him a bit of game time. We'll maybe bring on Dominic Ball as well for Cammy D, who seems to be struggling a bit. And what else will we do? We'll leave that there. We'll bring on Ball here for D, and maybe we will bring on... Let's bring on Liam Balogun here. Michael Smith has had a good game. Leo Ostergaard hasn't really. He's playing a 6.5. Yeah, we're going to bring on Balogun just to try and see this one out. And just, keep Ostergaard a bit fresh. But yeah, it's not been his greatest game for some reason. But we will make all 3 substitutions. Normally, I would not change the centre-backs, especially when they're currently keeping a clean sheet. But it looks like Balogun is not going to leave. I think he is going to stay this season, even though I wanted to try and offload him so we don't have to pay his high wages. So if he's going to be a part of the team, then we need to try and use him. And that could be it. Lewis Ferguson is tripped and injured, mate. He's already on a yellow. The referee comes over, he gives him a second yellow, and that is it. Ferguson is off, and I feel like Aberdeen now are pretty much out of this game. They didn't really look like getting back into it with 11 men, and surely now they've went down to 10. I see no way back from them, if we're being completely honest. They brought on Ramirez for Fernandes. We'll see if he can make a difference. We just need to keep things together now. Let's not throw this away, guys. We're 1-0 up. We've got a man advantage, goal advantage. It's all about just seeing the last 5 minutes. We are actually going to put the mentality then down to balanced, and Aberdeen now on the right hand side here, looking to try and get an equaliser, looking to try and get away back into this game. Ball back to Fulton. It's McCrory. McCrory's pass straight into the hands of Harry Stone, and Harry Stone will eat them up all day for his fucking dinner. Those balls are nae bother for Harry Stone. And now we play our way out for the back. It's Fagby coming down the left hand side. You know what? Fagby's actually been no bad. And we're going to see what he's capable of over the next month when he steps in for Kingsley. But he has been pretty good. And speaking of good, that's great. That's fantastic. What a ball for Harry Chapman, who we just brought on. He lofts it over the top to John Jules. John Jules runs through, and John Jules puts it in the back of the net. And if there was any doubt where the 3 points were going today, there's no doubt any longer. It's Hearts 2, it's Aberdeen 0, and it's a big, big win against the league leaders here at Tynecastle. You love to see it. 4 minutes of added on time. The only thing this will do is potentially add more misery to Aberdeen. It's going to be Barry Mackay stepping over it. Can he make it free? Can he score this free kick? Barry Mackay, he can! It's in the back of the net. Lovely stuff. 5th goal this season for Big Barry, Wee Barry, call him what you want. It's a lovely free kick from 25 yards out, and that is absolutely fantastic. Loving life here, Aberdeen. It's going to be a long, long trip home for those guys, and they've just not really showed up today. They had a chance to get back in the game when it was 1-0. You felt like, they might get one opportunity, but, Lewis Ferguson then got sent off, and the game definitely got away from them at that stage. They were top of the table coming into this, but they ain't going to be top of the table going out of it. Coming out this weekend, they could maybe even drop as low as 5th place. So we'll have to wait and see. It's another great ball for Chapman through to John Jules, and John Jules finishes it. What an assist for Chapman. I mean, I think Chapman could arguably be the man of the match here. He's come on and got 2 great assists, not just like average, simple passes. He's come on and played 2 fucking worldies to Tyrese John Jules. So I'm absolutely buzzing with that. Chapman gets an 8.1 match rating. Barry Mackay 8.4. John Jules 8.3. I mean, pretty much everybody on the pitch today was great, but it was Fagby with the 8.5. He got the man of the match. So I was complaining like a few episodes ago about paying $7,000 a week for his wages. Maybe he's actually going to turn out to be great. I don't know. I'm very happy with the result, guys, and the way you played. Everyone seems to be absolutely delighted. They all look inspired, and they all seem motivated. So, you know what? I'll take that all day long, guys. That is exactly what we needed. That win then against Aberdeen sees us now remain 8 games unbeaten since the start of the season in all competitions, Premier Sports and Cinch Premiership. So, I don't know if that's counting all competitions, but yeah, we haven't lost since the start of the season, but I think it's also including some of the games from last season's campaign. So, you know what, man, I'm happy with that. We are on a roll at the moment. I mean, we've barely conceded any goals. I mean, I know we haven't conceded any in the league this season, but even in our last 8 games, we've conceded 1 goal against Livingston, and that was, last campaign. So we are on an absolute roll. In terms of the Cinch Premiership, we're sitting in 2nd place, 2 points behind Rangers, a point ahead of both Celtic and Aberdeen. And you can see Hibs now have clawed their way back up into 5th place. So it's the usual boys you would expect, currently occupying the European places. And that's something we don't need to worry about this season. We don't have any European football, and I'm not happy about it. It's certainly not a good thing for me. I mean, I would love to be in Europe. I want to be in Europe. We're going to miss the financial impact of not being in Europe, but that will maybe give us a chance to focus more on the league this season, and I'm really, really excited to see just how far we can go. We're the only unbeaten team in the league alongside the league leaders, Rangers, and that unbeaten record might go tested now, because up next we have Celtic, the reigning champions. They're currently sitting in 3rd place. They're already 3 points behind Rangers. They will not want to fall any further behind them, but to not fall behind Rangers anymore, they're going to need to beat us at Tynecastle. We do not look like losing. We do not look like conceding. Something's got to give, guys, and we're about to find out right now. Alright then, here we go against Celtic. I didn't want to make any changes from the team that beat Aberdeen, but we've decided to make one. And that change is Jan-Paul van Heck coming in right back to replace Michael Smith, because we're bringing in Craig Halkett. Remember, he missed the Aberdeen game due to injury. I need to bring the captain back, and I can't keep the captain. The captain has to play, so Craig Halkett's back in. But that is the only change. Apart from that, going from an unchanged lineup, and we're hoping to get a similar result here against Celtic. Maybe not 4-0, I don't think that will happen, but let's just try and win. It's going to be Cool versus Ange Postecoglou. Hearts versus Celtic. Another home game for us, another chance for us to keep our momentum going. If you carry your last performance into this match, we'll do well. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Well, that is true. I mean, if we play anything like the way we play against Aberdeen, I'm pretty sure that we can definitely pick up a positive result here. But, I mean, it remains to be seen how this match plays out. Obviously, Celtic will be hard to beat. I'm not denying that. I'm expecting a tough challenge, toughest game of the season by a country mile for us so far, I would assume as well. So, yeah, we know how dangerous they can be, but we can be dangerous too. So, it's just a question of who's going to be more dangerous on the day, who's going to make the least amount of mistakes. And at the moment, it's Celtic. Then we have a chance. Cammy Devlin heads it away straight into the path of the Celtic defender, though Turnbull. Inside pass to Bourne. It's Muricky. To Fuchs, it's Muricky. Oh no, and that's Fidat Muricky with a goal for Celtic. Is he offside? Hearts defenders are claiming it, but it ain't going to happen. The goal's going to stand, and Celtic have got the lead already, just 8 minutes in. And it was the former Dundee United man, Jordan Fuchs, with the ball over the top. Not a lot we could do with that one, and unfortunately Celtic have the lead, and we drop down to 3rd place, and we've conceded a very early goal, so yeah, not too happy about that. But let's see if we can bounce back. Let's see if we can encourage the lads. Come on. It's only 1-0. Let's not get too carried away. We can still bounce back. I would say the second goal, though, is pretty crucial, and I think we really need to get it. So let's see. Halkett heads it into Benenjmait. Benenjmait back to Ostergaard. And Ostergaard to Benenjmait. Then it follows up with a loose pass. Celtic now with the ball. Garner back to Colwell to the keeper now. Ivicic. I mean, this whole Celtic team has changed. They've completely, pretty much changed the whole entire starting 11. It's a fresh faces here. That's a good ball over the top, but John Jules can't collect it. It's intercepted by the Celtic defence, and Celtic now continuing to dominate a lot of possession. It's Raul Moro. He's trying to get the best of Jan-Paul van Heck. Van Heck, though, forces him back to Fuchs. Fuchs pings it up. Oh no, and it's a great save. It's a great goal, I should have said, for Rafael Santos. But wait, it won't count. It's been disallowed. Rafael Bora's goal will not stand, and honestly, I'm grateful for that. Relieved. I think Harry Stone definitely could have done better. He did get fingertips on it, but he could only parry it into the net. So I think Harry Stone will also be relieved that goal is not going to stand, and it gives us a chance of remaining in this game, then it's still Celtic 1, Hearts 0. 32 minutes gone. We haven't really done much. You know, I think we're going to demand more here. Let's demand more as we get close to the half-time interval. Yeah, we just haven't been that good today. Mentality-wise, we're going to go positive. We're going to try and get forward a bit more, try and create more stuff. Celtic with a corner, it's whipped in, it's headed saved, it's back out to Raul Moro, it's Hannibal. It's Raul Moro again, it's a challenge. It could have maybe been a penalty, but thankfully we won the ball, according to the officials. As things stand, all 3 away teams are winning: Partick Thistle, Celtic and Hibernian. So the 3 away teams are currently enjoying success away from home. But we want to change that. It's half time. It's 1-0 Celtic. It's been the worst we have played all season. But again, you would almost expect that considering it is against Celtic. So let's see if we can get the team talk right here. We are going. I'm not going to throw the water bottle. That's a bit drastic. Hands on hips. That wasn't good enough. We need to make amends in the second half. That's what we're going for. Instructions. I think we're going to go slightly more direct as well, as we look to try and get an equaliser. I would have probably took a draw before the match started. I would definitely take a draw now. I mean, if you would offer me 1-1, I would snatch it off your hands in an instant. But at the moment, I don't know if that's going to be the case. We don't really seem to be creating much. Celtic still leading. It's been a very quiet second half here. Not a lot at all going down. Colwell to Turnbull. Garner over the top to Boer. Boer spins it around, finds Hannibal. It's back to Boer. It's a nice one too. It's Raul Monroe, and that's a good goal for Celtic, and that'll probably do it. Where's the fucking defence, man? You tell me. I think you need a magnifying glass to see that defence, man. Non-existent. Nobody there. What an absolute joke, man. I hope they feel small, because that was small defending. Small-time defending. Right, we're gonna make tactical changes. We need to. Fuck, I don't even know. Who can we bring on though? Who can we bring on? I'm going to take off Nathan Holland. I'll put Tyrese John Jules out on the left, and we'll put Aaron Presley up front. And mentality wise, we will go attacking, and we will see what we can do here. Dundee United have equalised at Tannadice. I would love an equaliser here, but it would take 2 goals for us to get back on level terms, and I think we could be quite a long way away for 2 goals, to be fair. We don't really look like scoring, but this is a chance for Nolundaloo. He whips it in. Tyrese John Jules was there. He couldn't win the header though. It's Fagbay back in. Nolundaloo off the crossbar. Crashes off the crossbar. So close. So fucking close, but not close enough. Not close enough. It needs to go in the back of the net. That's the only thing that counts. Alright, let's see here. We've still got 2 substitutions left, so I think we'll bring on Rui Pires, and we'll maybe look to play him as an advanced playmaker. And maybe we will bring on... Can we bring on Josh Ginnelly? And swap Tyrese John Jules with him? And then we'll swap Nalundu with Ginnelly as well. Okay, I think that's us. That's pretty much all we can do as we go for it. I mean, we're risking it. We're making subs. We're pushing players forward in a more attacking position. It all depends on what the 11 guys now on the pitch can do. And I think we're going to berate them as well, just for good measure. So we're getting beat to. Tell you what, it's a free kick here, and I think Jordan Fuchs could be off. He's already on a yellow. He has been sent off, a second yellow, and now we're going to go straight to Ferry attacking. We've just got to go for this now. We have to. I'm not going to change formation. I'm not going to change the shape, but we are going to go ultra attacking as we try and find 2 goals to get back into this. Oriel Fagba's playing a 5.9, so he's had a really bad day at the office. Is there anything left for us here in this last 8 minutes? We're just going to go as direct as possible. We're going to maybe start hitting early crosses. Just try and get balls into the box. Try and get something. Just create something. Anything at this stage. 5 minutes of time. Doesn't look like it's happening. I mean, look at that. We've had double the amount of shots Celtic have had, but we're going to come out 2-0 winners. Yeah, nah, 4 minutes added on time. Right, here's the highlight. Chris Caden has scored for Hibs. Hibs have doubled their lead. Ball whipped in the Lindeloo. Doesn't win the header. It falls back to Fagbait. Fagbait out to Van Heck. Van Heck surely needs to get a cross in soon. He does. It's a goal. Aaron Presley gets one back, but I don't think there's going to be enough time. It's 2-1. 2 minutes to go. I mean, Aaron Presley is running back to the centre circle as fast as he can to place the ball, but I just don't see us creating one more chance, and we are not going to. The referees blow the full-time whistle, and we have lost this game by 2-1. Don't think we deserved it. It's a very strange game, but in the end, they scored a goal more than we did. So yeah, I'm going to tell the team that I'm proud of the efforts, because we played alright today. I think we were on. I don't think we were on the deserving side of that result, man. I genuinely don't think we deserved to lose that, but we did lose it. We are now no longer unbeaten. Yeah, so we've lost a game. It is what it is. We currently drop down to third in the table now. And our 8-game unbeaten streak comes to an end thanks to the current champions, the reigning champions, Celtic. We knew it was going to be a tough game. I was under no illusions. I did say that this would be by far the toughest challenge that we face at the moment this season. And unfortunately, we just couldn't get a positive result. I mean, it was 2-1. It could have easily been 2-2. But nah, it wasn't to be. So, I mean, it is what it is. We'll bounce back. We can't just, crumble now. We need to bounce back and make sure that we get a win in our next game, which is a Premier Sports Cup quarter-final. What I would say about that is, I thought Harry Stone looked very nervy. I mean, he did. I thought the first goal he could have done a lot better. The second goal that didn't stand, he was at fault for that as well. Thankfully for us, that got disallowed. But I mean, yeah, no, I thought he should have done better. So I think this Premier Sports Cup game, I was going to rotate the goalkeeper anyway. But yeah, Gavin Bassano will definitely be coming in now for his, his first appearance in a Hearts shirt, and he'll be making his debut against Dundee in that match. Speaking of Dundee, though, they've actually drew with Rangers, which is a big result, and that means that the league table is looking pretty damn close. So Rangers now on 14 points, Celtic on 13, Aberdeen on 13. We're on 11 and Hibs are on 10. So, I mean, it's pretty close. Ross County also on 10. So we've got 4 points separating the top 6 teams. The Old Firm aren't exactly pulling away with it right now. They're not running into the distance. They are being held at the moment, and we're within striking distance. So it is important that we need to strike back. And who do we get next in the league? Let's have a quick check here. The schedule. Our next league game is against St Johnstone. Then we've got Dundee United, Motherwell, Kilmarnock, Rangers, Hibs. I'm not looking that far into it. Our next league game is against St Johnstone, but before we get to that, we need to take on Dundee, beat Dundee, and we are going to Hampden. So, I mean, yeah, we could be getting yet another trip to Hampden. We get to the semi-finals so often in this. Our domestic cup success in this is insane. In the cups we do really, really well every single season. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that Dundee game. Beat them, and it's another Hampden appearance. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment. I will catch you in the next one. Disappointing to lose that, but all good things come to an end. We'll be back. We'll get another unbeaten run going, and yeah, I'm still positive about this season. Still expect a lot of good things to come for this. On another day, we would not have lost that game, but it happened. Fuck it. I'll catch you next time. Peace.